brother. I am on my way to Ducati Dallas because they have the new 2025 Panigale V4, and I kind of want to see it. They also have a Lamborghini Streetfighter V4S, which is like a $70,000 bike. I want to see how much different it is than this one. I know it's just a ton of carbon fiber and like some different wheels, from what I understand. I struggle to find stuff to talk about on YouTube because I feel like every video idea that I have has already been made, and it just feels weird like remaking something that I've seen someone else do. It's hard being original on this platform. But I have all the gear. I've got the computer to edit the videos. I've got obviously the camera on my helmet and 2 motorcycles to make motorcycle videos. But I struggle to like get up and do it. Hopefully I can stay more consistent. Luckily I live in Texas, so we can pretty much ride year round. There's like a month or two where it's cold. Today it's 72 degrees outside, and you know, it's December. It doesn't really get cold until like January, February, and even then like it's not horrible. But yeah, my local Ducati dealership has the Panigale V4S, which should be cool to check out. I'm really interested in that Lamborghini V4 though, because I mean this is probably the cheapest Streetfighter V4S in the country. If you haven't seen those first 2 videos, go watch them. And the Lamborghini one is, I think, the most expensive one. Man, I really struggle with content creation. I think the last video I made was like a month and a half ago about the R9. I don't want to just copy someone else's video, but it seems like that's what everyone else does. So, speaking of the Lamborghini V4, I saw a guy on Facebook who wrapped his regular Streetfighter V4S to match the Lamborghini V4, and man, that looks so good. He did white and red instead of green and red, and man, that thing was so clean. I've got some issues with this bike that I haven't really addressed yet. I want to make a separate video on it, but the valve cover gasket is leaking, and I can smell oil every time I'm on it. I don't think it's leaking enough to change it right now. I do have the seals already, or the gasket rather, and I could replace it, but it requires taking off the radiator, and I don't feel like doing that, so. Dude, look at this thing. This is insane. Look how much it costs. 100 grand for a Streetfighter V4, man. It's got all the carbon you can imagine. What looks like a $7,000 exhaust. This is insane, bro. Number 236, 630. Okay, I just saw the new Panigale V4 and the Lamborghini Streetfighter V4. I put some videos up right now. Man, pictures don't do that thing justice. Looks way better in person. The Streetfighter V4, the guy was telling me, man, they came out for like 60 grand and they're selling that thing for 100 is what it looks like. That's a little crazy. Ducati Dallas, these guys are really friendly too. Sometimes you go to some motorcycle stores, like I've been to a Yamaha store just to get some parts, man. They're kind of assholes. These guys are really cool. Dallas is pretty much the wild, wild west. Traffic laws don't exist, and the police don't really care, unless you're doing a violent crime. Going to that Ducati store just now just made me realize that I will never be able to afford a new Ducati. Like this is my first and probably last Ducati. I've owned this bike for probably 3 or 4 months now. $27,000. It's a cool bike. It's not worth $27,000. I'll be completely honest with you. That ball is cool. So if you're not from Dallas, that ball actually rotates, and it's like a restaurant up there. Lane splitting is not legal in Texas, fun fact. It is if you're bold enough though. You didn't see, but that car behind me nearly hit me. And now I'm gonna complete stop on the highway. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Oh, I didn't get gas. I'm 16 miles on the F trip.